say it in the English, whatever. But those are not the names. And you still got Hebrew Israelites that know they're Israelites, but they're calling on Jesus still, or Christ, or Jehovah, or Yah, you know, or Yeshua, but you know, still speaking the Yiddish, not knowing that that's a defiled language. That's not a pure language, like the Paleo Hebrew, you know, the Lashon Kadash, the holy tongues. They're not speaking that, man. So he says, for I have known my name in Israel. You see, because Israel means Yasha'Allah means he is a prince of power, but Yah in that name is Yahweh, man. Yahweh is a prince of power. Also, real quick, Yahawashi, he brought victory to himself. You see what I'm saying? There was no man next to him, so Yahawashi is the one that brought that victory, that brought a deliverance. He saved. Ultimately, it was Yahweh, but Yahawashi has that second in command, that vice regent. You see? So he's the one that's basically embracing us. You know, he's likened unto Israel, or he's as Israel as a whole, man. But also he has his sons and daughters that are joint heirs to him. If that makes sense. It says, fear not, thou mother of the children, for I have chosen thee, saith Yahweh. See? So he has chosen us to go out here and be as fathers and mothers and husband, or fathers and mothers to the people, man. You know? This is Sirach 4 and 10. Be as a father unto the fatherless, and instead of a husband unto their mother. So shalt thou be as the son of the Most High, and he shall love thee more than thy mother doth. You know, so we're being as those fathers and mothers and nurses and whatever else out there that is good. That's what we're being to you, man. The apothecary, you know, a doctor. What the word doctor means, to appear right, you know. But the elect are those ones that have the right, true right to hold that word doctor. Okay. Now you had the word doctor in the scriptures too, but there was the ones that were the teachers of the law, the Pharisees and the scribes. You know, they're the ones that had the knowledge of healing. You know, with herbs and you know, had the frankincense, the myrrh. You know, all these beautiful oils and things of that nature that come from the earth, man. They had knowledge of those things, on how to heal certain illnesses, cure certain illnesses, right? So they were called doctors, man. You know, they were those real doctors, man. Not these fake ass doctors here that all they do is prescribe their pharmakia, which the word pharmacy goes back to the Greek word pharmakia, which means poison. All right. So I just wanted to bring that out real quick in Sirach, just to show that we're supposed to be likened unto fathers and mothers and things of that nature. That's right. So it said, 2 Ezra 2 and 17, fear not, thou mother of the children, for I have chosen thee, saith Yahweh. Who is that mother? Israel, right? For thy help will I send my servants Isaiah and Jeremiah. You see? So we are those ones that are helping. Us brothers out here, we're still doing that same thing, man. We're still doing the same thing as the prophets of old and before, as it says in Jeremiah 28. All right, we're building them up, telling them, get prepared for the great supper of Yahawashi, man. You know, do the work, giving you the instructions on how to get healed, to have a confidence, giving you the answers to the things, the mysteries that have been, or the mysteries, and you know, like we had so many questions as being young, but we never were given the right answer. An answer was given to us, but it never really filled that void in our hearts. You know, and that's a good thing, because we didn't eat it up in the sense of us filling it. We didn't fill that hole, so we knew that there was something else that there was missing. So we are those ones as the old coming back to help. For thy help will I send my servants Isaiah and Jeremiah, after whose counsel I have sanctified. Right? Whose counsel I have sanctified. So he has sanctified this work, man. Right? It wasn't told to us by any man to go out to the highways and the byways. It was all done by the Spirit of Yahawashi. Even though it was conveyed, the message was conveyed through a man, it was the Spirit of the Lord that had moved us to do this work, man. He had sanctified. The word sanctify means to make holy. And what is holy means to be made separate. So he separated us from the rest of the world to come out to the highways and the byways to do the work. Okay? It said, and prepared for thee 12 trees laden with diverse fruits. Now you read that in Revelations, in the book of Revelations, chapter, I believe, 22, and it talks about the fruit off the tree, man, which has healing. So that's what that is, man. We're going to eat and dine at the table of Yahawashi. Okay? So, real quick, just to verify that, it's in Revelations 22 and 21, or 22 and 1, and he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of Yahweh and out of the Lamb. In the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river, was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month, and the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. You see? So he had sanctified and prepared. He had sanctified and prepared for the 12 trees laden with diverse fruits. Okay? It's like you got the 12 tribes of Israel. You got 12,000 out of each tribe that are going to come and make up the 144,000. We're going to be the ones healing you, man. We're going to be the ones through the spirit and the power of Yahawashi out in the highways and the byways healing. Doing the work for Yahawashi, man. Preparing the way for Yahawashi. All right? Because those fruits are the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man, that are going to bring healing to you. Okay? And as many fountains flowing with milk and honey. And that's what we are. We're all little conduits sending forth water, man. All those brothers are like a channel or a system of a plumbing system. And we're all passing forth that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding through this plumbing system that Yahawashi is building up. Because you gotta have plumbing within your building, in your kingdom, right? So we're all those conduits that are the water's flowing through and going through the four corners of the earth, man. This is gonna be a big building, like Yahawashi, go and prepare a place for thee. He was talking about mansions, man. This ain't gonna be no little ass building, a little kingdom within the kingdom. I believe it was IUIC or IACPK that said that comment, that he's gonna build a kingdom within a kingdom. No, man, this kingdom that Yahawashi is preparing is big, man. There's no word that I can use to describe it. Okay? Just know that it's out there. It's like the chariot that Yahawashi is gonna come back in. You ain't gonna be able to know where it began or ends, man. All right? So the plumbing system, you gotta have a plumbing system within a building. When you build a building, you prepare the buildings, the building or the plumbing, right? So those conduits, which are the piping, the PVC, all right. You got your 1 inch, 2 inch. Some of them got low pressure. Some got high pressure. So like going back to brothers, some brothers are at a higher level than other brothers, and some brothers are lower level. But we're all pushing that water, man. We're all flowing, as it said, and many fountains flowing with milk and honey, and 7 mighty mountains, whereupon there grow roses and lilies, whereby I will fill thy children with joy. Okay? And that's what we're doing. It's like Abba Bivens brought the hearts of the fathers back to the children, and vice versa. That's what we're doing too. You know? We're filling you up with joy. We're giving you something to rejoice about. But like I said in Matthew, he has likened this place as children, and he sent them out. But they when they have piped, none have mourned, nor danced. You ain't dancing or mourning, man. Because it's a balance in this thing. All right? It says, I'm going to read that again. For thy help will I send my servants Isaiah and Jeremiah, after whose counsel I have sanctified and prepared for the 12 trees laden with diverse fruits, and as many fountains flowing with milk and honey, and 7 mighty mountains, whereupon there grow roses and lilies, whereby I will fill thy children with joy. Do right to the widow, judge for the fatherless, give to the poor, defend the orphan, clothe the naked. Right? So we have to be as a father and a mother. All right? Heal the broken and weak, laugh not at lame men to scorn, defend the maimed, and let the blind man come into the sight of my clearness. And what is the sight of his clearness? This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is wisdom. All right. Let's see here. How you doing? I'm good. This is Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7. Start at verse 22. For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me. For in her is an understanding spirit, holy, one only, manifold, subtile, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt, loving the things that is good, quick, which cannot be letted, ready to do good. So it said there that wisdom is lively and clear, meaning that it's plain, it's easy, she's simple. Like Yahawashi said, my yoke is not heavy. You know? So going back to 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 21, heal the broken and the weak, laugh not at a lame man to scorn, defend the maimed, and let the blind man come into the sight of my clearness, being made plain, man. Understanding all things will be made known unto you. Spirit of Yahawashi, that's how he works. That's how he operates. He reveals mysteries. Keep the old and young within thy walls, right? Keep the old and young within thy walls. What is our walls, man? Is his word, man. This is our defense. Okay? We're building up the house of David. Like I said in Slaki. Like it says here, right? Here in 2nd Thessalonians 1 and 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, and to you who are troubled, rest with us. And when the Lord Yahawashi shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahawashi HaMashiach. You see? So those that are troubled, rest with us. That's how we're protecting you in behind those walls, man. All right? Let's do this word, Yahawashi, those pillars. Okay? A pillar is meant for support, right? A foundation. The foundation is meant for support. Okay? It says, keep the old and young within thy walls, man. You know, in our prayers, because that's what our defense is. It's gospel. Wheresoever thou findest the dead, take them and bury them, and I will give thee the first place in my resurrection. Abide still, O my people, and take thy rest, for thy quietness shall come. Nourish thy children, O thou good nurse, establish their feet. You see, and that's what we're doing. As those maidens that were spoken of in the book of Proverbs 8. Bring it out one more time, Akim. This is the book of Proverbs. Right. Proverbs 9 and 1. Wisdom hath builded her house. She hath hewn out her 7 pillars. She hath killed her beasts. She hath mingled her wine. She hath also furnished her table. She hath sent forth her maidens. See? She hath sent forth her maidens, and we are those maidens. Let me look up that word maiden, just so to get it, you know, edification purposes. All right. Come, man, you know, that's what Yahawashi said, to go and bid many to the marriage, to the supper. That's what we're doing, man. Sounding the trumpet, ringing that bell. Hey, man, it's supper time. It's time to come eat. Hey, the meal's prepared. Yahawashi is prepared. He has unsealed the seals of the book. So, hey, now he revealed his secrets unto the prophets. Now it's time to eat, man. Now is your salvation nearer than you believed. All right, a maiden, and I'm looking in the is it the freedictionary.com? All right, it says maiden, an unmarried girl or woman, a woman or girl who is a virgin, and that's what the Yahawashi has likened us unto. When you go into the book of Revelations, was it Revelation 13? Whereas virgins, meaning that we're not defiled with other doctrines, other philosophies. You see what I'm saying? We remain faithful in the words of Yahawashi. All right, so that's the wisdom, the spirit of Yahawashi has sent out, telling you prepare for the meal is ready. We're ringing that bell to you, man. All right. Let's see, of relating to a befitting a maiden, being an unmarried girl or woman, because who are we espoused to? Yahawashi, man, as a chaste virgin, right? That's what makes us as that virgin, as a young woman, okay, a servant, because that's what the word wife or woman goes back to, a servant. It says a young unmarried girl, especially when a virgin. You see, so we're on the spiritual sense, okay. Let's see what else. It says modifier or of relating to an older unmarried woman. See, so it can be an older woman. It don't have to always be a young, because you got different brothers that are older. Brothers coming in being like 50, close to 50 years old, man. Older men that are coming into this thing. Then you got younger men coming in, being built into men. All right. It says, but that's the point. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the word maiden means. Okay. There was a scripture that came to me in my mind when I was reading that, and it's gone. Let's see. All right. But it says, I'm going to read Proverbs 9 again, Proverbs 9 and 3. She has sent forth her maidens. She cried upon the high places of the city. Okay, that's right. So, as I was saying, that those virgins, those maidens are not defiled with philosophies and false doctrines, man. Okay? Let me go ahead and bring that out in Revelations real quick. Like, you got other men, you got certain guys, like I said, you got guys that are not doing the work no more. They ain't doing it. They ain't going out to the highways and the byways, nothing. Why? Because they've been defiled with other philosophies and doctrines. They've been captured by Satan. At least Yahawashi brings you out of that darkness, man. You got to repent. You got to fight, man. Some things Yahawashi will deliver you, like boom, but there's some things that you actually got to apply yourself to. Really fight. You got to fight against the flesh and push forth that spirit, man, which is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding Yahawashi has espoused you with. Okay? God, I know which one it was. When I said that we haven't been defiled and we're likened unto a chaste virgin. All right. This is 2 Corinthians 11 and 2. For I am jealous over you with godly jealousy. For I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Yahawashi HaMashiach. So even though we're men, Yahawashi still likens us as a chaste virgin, as a young woman, as a woman that is undefiled with other philosophies and doctrine, the idolatry of the matter. You know what I'm saying? We ain't defiled with them things. That's what makes us those maidens. It says that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Yahawashi HaMashiach, but I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Yahawashi HaMashiach. So how did the serpent defile Eve? It was through a doctrine, through an idea, a philosophy. That's how she was defiled, and she passed it on to Adam. Okay, going to Revelations 14. and 4. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. You see. Now let's go over here. If you don't believe me, that Yahawashi has likened philosophies and doctrines as women. This is Proverbs 7 and 4. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flattereth with her words. You see? So that's what wisdom, doctrines, and philosophy, it don't matter, ideologies, theories, whatever, they're likened as into a woman as well. Okay? That's why it said in verse 5 that they may keep thee from the strange woman, because that strange woman represents those other perverted doctrines. All right? I'm going to read verse 4 again. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call that understanding thy kinswoman. So that's that cut. So they're not defiled with the other philosophies and doctrines of the world. Idolatry, idols, as I made that statement earlier. You know? So like I was saying, man, you got a lot of guys, they ain't doing shit. They ain't doing the work, man. They were once doing it, but then they, as quick as they came in, as quick as they went out. You know, they came out bold and yelling on top of their lungs, appearing as a lion. You know, appearing as David. But where are they at now? You know, where are they at? Scriptures say you can't take your hand off the plow, man. You know? You got a lot of gimmicks out here and with these individual people, man. It's like brothers, man, you know. We don't know who people are. Like, we know that people have different walks of life, they have different backgrounds and shit like that. But just because they come into the truth doesn't mean that they're right, man. Some dudes are just bugged the hell out, man. They don't know how to function within brothers and stuff like that. They don't know how to deal, you know. They don't know the true essence of why the scriptures or why us brothers are on the highways and the byways. They don't have that understanding. They think it's just coming out here yelling, trying to get brothers to see them as being bold and bad. They're not afraid. You know, or they're trying to get views or subscribers. They're trying to compete with another brother, you know, thinking that they can do it better than the next man, you know. But where are you at, man? Where are your works? And I ain't trying to say that I'm any better, because Yahawashi could take anybody out. He don't want you to take you out. But what I'm saying is that don't be going on your videos and talking shit about other brothers, man. That's what pisses me off. You know, that's what I don't like. When you go into other brothers, or you're making videos about other brothers talking shit that what they're doing is whack or whatever it is, but you ain't doing it. Come on, man, that's what you call a hypocrite, because you ain't practicing what you preach, or nor are you rehearsing what Yahawashi told you to do. Let's go that way. If you're saying the names of Yahawashi, why aren't you doing what he said for you to do, man? Why aren't you presenting your body a living sacrifice? You ain't got to go in the hood and prove anything, man. Go out and be consistent. That's what Yahawashi is looking at. He's looking at you're going to be consistent. You put up your videos. You ain't even got to have people out here in front of you to teach. That's why you upload videos, because people are going to watch the videos. You know, the time of Jacob's trouble is going to come, and none of us brothers, no matter where we go today, to preach, to escape any kind of confrontations, anything like that motherfuckers think that people are trying to avoid. All right, but we're all gonna be faced with it one day eventually. We know that. The time of Jacob's trouble. But what matters with Yahawashi is if we are doing the work, if we're being a sign and a light unto the people, whether they hear or forbear. That's why he said whether they hear or forbear, it don't matter, as long as you do what I told you to do. So where are your works, man? Why aren't you going onto the highways and the byways? That's what I'm going to get into in the book of Luke. As soon as I, you know, do what I'm supposed to do, as to edifying the body and teaching the brothers, man, younger brothers that don't know. Okay. Going back, and I'm gonna end it with here, 2nd Esdras 2 and 25. Nor is thy children, O good nurse, establish their feet. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. See that, man? Why? Because we remain faithful. All right. So going back to Luke chapter 14, verse 17, and he sent his servants at supper time, saying unto them that were bidden, Come, for all things are now ready. And they all, with one consent, began to make excuse. See that? Make excuses to not want to come and do the work for Yahawashi, man. Why aren't you doing the work, man? You can't make up excuse because it's in black and white that you got to do the work. And it's and doing the work is daily. All right? It's really daily. But because we're in captivity, we have to work, do all this extra shit for this damn devil. This is Proverbs chapter 8, verse 32. Now therefore hearken unto me, O you children, for blessed are they that keep my ways, hear instruction, and be wise, and refuse it not. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the doors, at the post of my doors, man. Where are the doors of the posts of the doors of Yahawashi, right here in the scriptures, man. And we're commanded to come out into the highways and the byways and to push forth this word daily. But like I said, we can't be out here daily because we got jobs. But that's why the Most High has given us the ability to use the internet, to put the videos so they can reach the four corners of the earth, the true doctrine, to let our people know, the Negro Latinos and Native American Indians, know that we are the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, man. Okay? So you can't say that the Most High and say you can't not to do the work daily. All right? But it says you have to go onto the highways and the byways. That's in the book of Luke. You gotta watch daily. What does the word watch mean? Real quick, let me go over here. This is Luke chapter 12, verse 37. Blessed are those servants. Wait. This is Luke 12. I'm going to start at 35. Let your loins be girded about and your lights burning. See? So we got to be girded about with what? The truth. Like it talks about the different, the armor, the different, equipment that you're supposed to put on that represents, the faith, the word, stuff like that. It said, let your loins be girded about and your lights burning with what? Truth. There's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And yourselves like unto men, and ye yourselves like unto men that wait for the Lord, when he will return from the wedding, and when he cometh and knocketh, they may open unto him immediately. All right? Because Yahawashi is going to come and knock, and that means that knock is going to be when we called up into the chariot. But right now he's knocking. Right now he's knocking at you saying, hey, man, you repent and get there, do the work, man. Lovest thou me? And what is love? Obeying the commandments. So if you love Yahawashi, you're going to obey the commandment, and you're supposed to do the work. Present your body a living sacrifice, as to prepare your mind as Yahawashi HaMashiach suffered in the flesh. Right? Verse 37, blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching. Blessed are those servants that when he cometh, find watching. How are we watching? We're in the book. We're preoccupied. We're meditating upon prophecy, preoccupied in prophecy. Reading, studying, communicating with brothers, fellowshipping, making the videos at home. Right? Verily I say unto you that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. Going into that whole dining, man, dining with Yahawashi Yahawashi. Because these people out here are getting ready to dine in hell. And I'm talking about being put back in the earth by way of fire, man. Why? Because all their lives they live wickedly, man. And sin, rebelliousness, pride. Alright? Homosexuality, bestiality, drugs, cocaine, alcohol. That's what you're gonna go into, man. Destruction. But the ones that have watched daily upon the gates of Yahawashi Yahawashi, on the highways and the hedges, Lord willing, I'm part of that number, the elect. I'm going to be dining with Yahawashi in the chariot, man, what you call a UFO. That everybody knows that's being seen worldwide. Those are the angels of Yahawashi Yahawashi, who you ignorantly call God and Jesus, man. And they're spoken of in the Bible. The fire, the chariots of Yahawashi Yahawashi, man. Verse 38, and if he come in the second watch and come in the third watch and find them so, blessed are those servants. And the word servant is synonymous to the word worker or slave. We're a slave for Yahawashi, who's a so-called black man that comes from the tribe of Judah. You see? So we're watching daily, so meaning that you have to do your videos daily, man. Okay? At least the elder put out a proclamation, 3 videos a week, you know. But if you want to get technical, the Lord said daily, man. Daily. Now, if you don't believe me, let's go into that word. Let's go into that word. Let's go into that word, Luke. In the book of Luke, chapter 12. Because nowadays you gotta prove everything, and it's not a problem. It's not a problem for me, you know. The scriptures say, "Be not ignorant of small and great matter," right? But it's not a problem. But sometimes you just gotta believe. You gotta have faith. Do your own research. Sometimes Jake is lazy. They don't want to look up words. They don't want to break down words. You know. Let's go into it real quick. And it's like that sometimes. I understand. Get lazy, you know. Scriptures say study is weariness of the flesh. You know, much studying is weariness of the flesh. All right. This is in the Luke chapter 12, verse 37. All right. Luke 12 and 37, the one I just read about watching daily, and the one I read in Proverbs. This is G 11:26. All right, Gregorio. Outline of biblical usage. It says to watch, metaphor, give strict attention to, be cautious and active. So what are you supposed to be active in? In the work of Yahawashi Yahawashi, not in the work of the world. I'm talking about in this work, in this business. Give strict attention to, be attentive here to the words of Yahawashi Yahawashi. Right, to the signs.